Greater Good Radio. Connect, learn, heal, and grow.
My youth is filled with incredible stories because we lived on the Hamakua coast and we lived pretty freely. So we ran around like, renegades around the place with my cousins and just had a blast. A lot of learnings through those experiences, good and bad. But I think, one of the longest memories I've had is my dad and my mom left me with my uncle Merle Toledo down in Waipi Valley for, I want to say, probably a week. I was fairly young, and I want to say I was maybe like 9 or 10 or 8 or whatever have you. And it left an insanely long impression on me with regard to the valley and the spirituality of the valley and just the amount of work and effort that goes into that farming of the kalo and how you care for those streams and everything that goes into what our culture was built on. And so it had a super lasting impression, and I've always gone back to Waipi as kind of a place of refuge for me to kind of regroup, reset myself. And my cousin Morgan, who just passed last year, was one of those guys who just was so locked in with the Aina. And he wasn't even Hawaiian. He was Filipino Portuguese, but, the blood ran through him, better than anybody else I saw down there or ever since. And he just taught me tremendous amounts of lessons, of values, and just different aspects of life that you're just not going to get if you're not down there living it day in and day out, untethered. So, I can go into different storylines here and there about what we did each and every day throughout that week and many days past that. But just the mana down there, the people, the struggle, the work, the culture, and all the meaning, how great a place it is and how meaningful it is to the history of our culture and our people is something that just will never leave me. It's been an incredible impact on my life. There's been so many nights there that, where you just think that there's just a higher power out there. You're sitting down there under the stars and the moon and sleeping outside, and it's overwhelming emotionally, spiritually, especially after you've covered the land, if you went hunting or if you went fishing or if you were working in the lo'i. All those things come together and it puts you in a space, a mindset that is very self-reflective and very deep, right? Spiritually deep. And those stories, I can put myself in that space pretty immediately, pretty quickly, and reflect back on those times. It's fantastic. It's hard to explain because you're sitting there amongst your family or friends in whatever capacity you're in, and you just have that feeling of wellness, of connectivity, peace, right, tranquility. And it also gives you time to reflect on what your mission is when you come out of there, right? Mm-hmm. You see what's happening there, you see the work, and it kind of is a cleansing of your soul a little bit. And then you come out of there refreshed, rejuvenated, refocused, and you have some, incredibly deep dreams for whatever reason when I sleep down there. Just deep, deep, deep sleep.
If you resonate with Greater Good Radio, please join our community at www.greatergoodradio.com, where you can get access to exclusive content and offerings. Hope to see you soon.